What's not to like in this dish? There's simple plain old mushroom, champignon, pardon stool, green peas or top lettuce, some onion, tomato, and super creamy sauce without coconut milk or creme fraiche. I hope you like this recipe, but before we start with this recipe, I want you to quickly go and subscribe to my channel. If you are not on the YouTube app, please go to the YouTube app, look for my name, that is Spice Trip with Paulami, and click that subscribe button. Hi, welcome. My name is Paulami, and today we would be cooking something with mushrooms or champignon or paddenstoelen in het Nederlands. It is a very easy dish. It's called Dhingri Matar. Matar stands for peas. I will be using frozen peas because I couldn't find the fresh ones. And Dhingri stands for mushrooms. These are button mushrooms, but there are so many other types of mushrooms that are available for this dish. I prefer these ones, but you can of course go ahead and experiment with the other types of mushrooms like the oyster mushrooms or the shiitake, whatever you wish to, but I will be going ahead with this and it just tastes really good. This recipe is also a part of my new book, The Bijbel van de Indiase Keuken. This is in het Nederlands, but I will do this recipe in English so that you all can follow my recipe, and then it's easy for everybody to try this at home. Let's get cooking. To begin this dish, we of course need to grab a pan, and then we need to add 4 tablespoons of oil. You can use any neutral oil. I would recommend sunflower oil. We add our onion now to the pan. And we fry the onion for 7 to 8 minutes. Saute it, rather not fry it. 1 big tablespoon of ginger garlic paste. It's very important to fry the onion and the ginger and garlic because there is a lot of raw aroma that comes out from the garlic, and it's just good to fry it all off. Then goes in our tomato sauce because I don't have puree, as I said, so I've just added my tomato sauce. This means that I will have to add less amount of water when I'm cooking this dish. And now comes out my spice box because we have to add spices right now. So we'll go ahead and add half teaspoon of turmeric powder, 1 teaspoon of red chili powder, 1 teaspoon of coriander powder. We need to add 1 teaspoon of salt. Give it all a good mix. We would now add 2 tablespoons of Greek yogurt. You can of course add any full fat yogurt that you have at home. And now is the time when you let this cook for a good 5 minutes, and then using a blender, a hand blender, we would just puree the whole thing off. So I don't know if I've told this already, but this is a very easy dish, and it does not take super long time. It gets done in I would say 35 minutes maybe. Yeah, when compared to many other dishes which are a lot of time consuming, this is a super easy dish. And things like mushrooms and green peas are something which is very staple, and I think in your kitchen as well, because you would be using mushrooms maybe to make a risotto with the peas, but try this instead of a risotto, and pair it up with some paratha or naan, and just enjoy it, or even rice. And this is the color that we are looking for. The beautiful hue of color. We'll just add it to our hand blender and make a nice puree out of it. So what we do now is in the same pan, so you can of course take another pan or wash this and then use it, but what we will do is in the same pan, just to reduce some hard work, we'll go ahead and add 1 tablespoon of 1/8 tablespoon of butter, so we have to fry this, or rather cook these mushrooms in the pan till they are slightly brownish in color. We go ahead and add our tbsp or peas. Along with that goes in our the paste that we made earlier. Half a teaspoon of sugar just to balance out that flavor. 1 tablespoon of kasuri methi. I don't know if you know kasuri methi. This is what it is. That's dried fenugreek leaves or fenugreek flages. And the way to use it is to take it between your palms and to rub it like this. 1 teaspoon of garam masala. And finally, we need some slagroom or full fat cream. And then we add 3 tablespoons of this. I'm just eyeballing it. You know how to measure it. You should be adding, if you're using tomato puree, then you would have to add 200 milliliters of water. But in our case, we would not be adding 200 of milliliters of water, but rather 100 milliliters of water, and then just cooking this through. So what we do now is lower the heat of this pan to a simmer, to a medium heat, and let this cook for the next 10 to 15 minutes. Let's see. Ooh, this looks amazing. It's mind-blowing. I love it. So what I'm gonna do is just garnish it with some coriander leaves and do a small taste test to see if the salt and the sugar is all fine and if it needs some more salt. So let's do a taste test directly from the pan, as uncivilized as it can get. This definitely tastes really good. It looks top-notch, just as a restaurant dish is. And guess what? You can now bring the restaurant at home with your own hands, because nobody can stop you from making this dish look and taste gorgeous. So go try this recipe, and if you do like this dish, don't forget to let me know how it turns out at your end. Drop in a comment if you would like to see more such kind of simple plain recipes, and don't leave this video without giving me a like. Till I see you all again with another beautiful video recipe. Take care and keep spreading the love of spices, and just make yourself super happy. Take care and bye.